Well, welcome back to the Olympic Sports Centre and our continuing coverage of the Victor China Open. Just joining us, you missed all the drama. World number one, Tai Tzu Ying, beaten in straight games by Gao Franchier of China. So up next for us, we've got some men's doubles action. And a China-Indonesian battle, as you can see, featuring the number 4 seeds, Liu Chang up against Mohamed AHSAN and Hendra SETIAWAN. You can see how they fit into the draw there. Winners will play Huang and Wang in round 2. Waiting for the officials and then the players to come on court. Being seeded 4, I don't think flatters Cheng and Nan at all. They are ranked 4 in the world. They were up as high as 2 just last month. Remember, they won the World Championships last year in Glasgow. Bronze tournament this year. I'd always enjoy all their top doubles teams in action.
Okay. We have black and red. Okay.
First
Black
meeting between them, as you can see.
It is red. Court. Let's go. Okay. Yes, sir. You serve? Yes. Who receive?
Let's give you a few details about some of these players in this mixed doubles contest. Looking at Mohamed AHSAN, who's 31 now. Twice won World Championship golds as a pair, these two, 2013, 2015. If you were being a little mean, you might say maybe they're starting to get the wrong age, but they won the Singapore Open this year. SETIAWAN's 3 years older than AHSAN at 34. True doubles great. Also won Olympic gold in Beijing back in 2008 with Marcus Kido. Still going strong a decade later. And on the other side of the net, Hang Nan, who's been playing with Liu Chang for a couple of years. Won their first title as a pair last year in Denmark. Chang's got an Olympic mixed doubles gold to his credit. That was in London, 2012. 3 world mixed doubles gold medals as well, and his partner Liu Cheng. Both 6 foot. And this Chinese pair.
Ready to play?
AHSAN and SETIAWAN currently ranked 17, but they were ranked number 1 a year ago, 4 years ago. So Lusnoi from Estonia is the chair umpire, and Susan Taylor of Australia is the service judge.
Ladies and gentlemen, on my right, Mohammed Hassan, Kendra Setiawan, Indonesia. And on my left, Liu Cheng, ZHANG, China. ZHANG to serve to Mohammed Hassan. Lao, play. Out. Service over. 1 love.
Well, this should be a fascinating encounter. Not sure how many
1 all.
particularly long rallies we'll see, but Liu and ZHANG.
Service foul called. Too high. Service over.
And straight away, a victim of this new, new, we've been doing it for a while, this experimental law. Those bits of plastic there you see with the black lines, that's what enabled the service judge to see whether the shuttle is delivered from above 1.15 meters, and if that is the case, then that's an illegal serve. ZHANG serving. Well, I said we wouldn't see too many long rallies, and we won't if we're going to see winners like that.
This is going to be all about the service situation. You're going to see a number of smashes like that from Hendra Setiawan, where he goes for creativity and goes cross.
4-2. Service over. Change. Three, 4. Service over. 5-3.
3 of the 4 players from last year's World Championship final, where this man, Mohammed Hassan, played with Ryan Saputro and lost the World Championship final. So it's interesting to see whether it's helped him that his old partner, Hendra Setiawan, is back. As I said earlier, they won the World Championships in both 13 and 15. They didn't play in 14 in Denmark. Hassan was injured. I think it was Hassan, I'm not 100% sure, but that was also the case last week in Japan when he had to withdraw with a back injury. Oh, yeah, that's a good flicker.
5-6.
Well, the Indonesians enjoyed the early advantage, but that's now been eroded.
Out.
And that's
Service over.
Disappointing
7-6.
for Liu and ZHANG. Good leave though.
Service over. 7-all.
Well, a bit of good fortune never hurts. Just missed that though.
Service over. 8-all.
Hardly been more than a point or two between them since we started.
That's the way they play AHSAN and SETIAWAN.
9-8.
Believe that they have the advantage over the majority of the pairs in the service situation, so can often go neck to neck all the way to 18 or 19 points. And they're very disciplined in their playing style. It's not like they get scared. They go all in with that strategy that they've been so successful with for a couple of years, but now they weren't selected for the Asian Games, and Indonesia still won the gold and silver in men's doubles, so at best they could be regarded as the third Indonesian pair at the moment. Of course, enormous depth in the Indonesian men's doubles department.
Service over. 9-10.
Yeah, nice problem to have, I guess. Well, if the first 7 minutes or so of this match need to go by, could be in for a close encounter.
All.
Nicely done, nicely reacted to by ZHANG. And they'll have a narrow 1 point lead as they go to the chair for the interval. Just managed to get on top of it, and from that range.
Yang depan juga gitu aja, di depan juga jangan terlalu kenceng, asal turun-turun ini takut. Kalau naik terus ke atas dalam, ya dalam cek gini aja, enak boleh kenceng. Ya, sekarang pegang sak dulu di depannya, satu duanya bola EKP bola keduanya.
20 seconds.
Oke.
11-10. Lei.
Well, I think either of them could have delivered the killer blow there. Kind of fighting over it.
And they're both excellent front court players.
11-all.
AHSAN and SETIAWAN. They only reformed their partnership in India Open earlier this year.
12-11.
After it sort of panned out that it wasn't going to work with AHSAN and Saputra. Yes, with the target of Thomas Cup campaign for Indonesia, but they played the second men's doubles there against China. That wasn't against LIU and ZHANG, but against the now reigning world champions LIU, and they lost that match, and that was a decisive match for China to move on to the Thomas Cup final.
I think a lot of the views would be interested, Steen, in what makes an ideal doubles pairing, because it can't just be about playing ability and style. It's got the personalities have got a jet as well, haven't they? Surely the two players.
Well, actually, not too much, in my opinion. I don't know how they do it in the Asian countries, but I know in Denmark we have often had personalities that were totally different, playing men's doubles together, and even some of the players, normally the players in a doubles pair, they live together when they're at tournaments, but we have had a number of pairs who actually didn't live together, even though they played together, because they were so different in personality styles. So one was more like for the quiet reading stuff, whilst the other was the more talkative. So it's really, really hard to answer. If I could answer that, I would be targeted, I think, as coach guru.
Right.
So you basically try with different partners and eventually get an idea on what can work.
Well, another victim to this new experimental service law. So one service fault for each pair, and 14 points all. Nicely done from ZHANG. Again, closest range, right down the middle, not coming back.
But definitely some of the very best doubles players in the last 8-10 years or so.
So just trying to open up a little bit of daylight here on the scoreboard. Liu and ZHANG.
Service over. 15-16.
Aryono Miranat, the Indonesian coach in this tournament here, he is the assistant men's doubles coach. Of course, the head coach is Piangadi.
SETIAWAN's excellent winner pulls the Indonesian pair to within a point now. And now they're level. And this continues to be a nip and tuck opening game.
And I would suspect a lot of it, from the Chinese perspective, lies with Jiang Nan, whether he can get the advantage over the two Indonesians on the front court. Liu Chang's biggest competencies is not the front court play. He's a very powerful player, but he needs Jiang Nan to set him up.
Surprising. All of a sudden, there's a little chink of light here for the Indonesian pair.
Service over. 17-18.
They're still going to go 100% for him in the service situation, AHSAN and SETIAWAN. That's their playing style. Not going to hold back. Great block by Jiang Nan.
Well, who's your money on here? 18 points all. Absolutely nothing in it, really, from the start. Just come down to who holds their nerve, maybe, who provides that moment of inspiration right at the business end. And that was not what
Service over.
was required at all.
19-18. 20 game points.
So here are a couple of game points for AHSAN and SETIAWAN.
Ooh, missed that one.
Service over. 19-20. Out. Game.
Well, that's a gift in the end. And it's the Indonesians who take the opening game, 21 points to 19.
First game won by AHSAN. SETIAWAN 21-19.
And the number 4 seeds from China are getting down here. We've already had one big shot today. The women's number 1, Taiju Yin, being beat. Now the men's number 4, seed from the doubles, also looking vulnerable. 21-19 the score.
看见这两个以后，我就不敢发。
我都发这球都发去你妈去跳的。拉远，跟这两个，切下来，从那走就可以了。不然站抓一边，我是蹲中间的话，大两边打得太开了。
Court 1, 20 seconds. Court 1, 20 seconds. Second game. Bravo.
So no reason to think that the second game won't be as tight as the first was. Literally in the balance until the final point was won. Very late decision to play that. Well, if that's the kind of stuff we're in for the whole of this game, no one's going to complain. SETIAWAN looked for all the world if it's going to leave it previously in the rally, then decided to play it. In the end, glad he did.
Actually got deflected off the net court. That was really hard to see in real time.
Service over. 1-all. Yes.
Excellent.
Service over.
Great reaction
2-1.
by AHSAN.
Just look to have slightly the greater weight of shot at the moment, AHSAN and SETIAWAN.
struggling with that kind of game, Liu Chang. Much better when it's either full defense or full offense, and now at this near side of the court, it's difficult for the Chinese pair to lift, so they're sort of dragged into that service situation, plays flat game. Encouragement from Chen Qiqiu.
Service over.
So
5-2.
if Jiang Nan can't beat the two others on the front court, AHSAN and SETIAWAN, then it's going to be difficult, because Liu Chang is definitely not a front court player.
Service over. 3-5.
It's also, we've seen him being able to do it when he plays his best, Jiang Nan, like when they beat Gideon and Sukamulio in Denmark Open last year. He was absolutely outstanding.
4-5.
That was good.
Service over. 6-4.
See what you mean. They are, well, you say risk takers, but they have a plan, and they've executed it pretty well so far.
Yeah, so they just feel that they have the advantage over most pairs in the world on that front court, and sometimes it's only a couple of percentages, but if you play enough rallies, then it will materialize. That's why Jiang Nan is the reigning Olympic champion in men's doubles, so he's got to step up and help his partner in the front court.
Service over.
Mohamed AHSAN
7-5.
finding his range again.
Service over. 6-8. Service foul called. Too high. Service over.
Well, that's going to hurt.
9-6.
Trying to claw their way back into the match, and that's a bit of a giveaway.
Fault.
Yeah, and I mean,
10-6.
that was a makeable shot, but I can understand that it affects your confidence to wonder whether you'll be able to get a service into play.
11-6.
Well, it's a handy lead for AHSAN and SETIAWAN, 11 points to 6 at the interval.
就是频率快了啊，一直在停，他一直我们放完网啊，包括停这个那球都是一直在平卡，就精力在这个连贯上啊，包括你上等他就撇出去边线，他正球边挥一拍的时候，你这个连贯要出来啊，他这个连贯要出来，很少攻的，这边有点堵。发一发的精力啊。
Court 1, 20 seconds. Court 1, 20 seconds.
from where they left off at the end, just before the interval. Seems to be playing better, actually, as the match wears on here. Thing like momentum in the game of badminton, whether it's singles or doubles, and the momentum at the moment is all with the Indonesians.
Yeah, they are just really favoured by the playing conditions.
It was such a competitive first game, wasn't it, Steen? And now it's got a very lopsided look, the scoreboard in the second game.
Yeah. And so also the Indonesians won the coin toss and elected to start on this near side, so they probably elected to start where they felt was the worst side for them. So in the eventual third game, they would finish on the far side of the court, giving them the advantage. It's gone long as well, so it's really difficult for the Chinese pair to lift with accuracy here. They could do that in the first game, eventually ended up losing it, so it's looking difficult. That's gone long. That means you can play it long if the lift is reasonably flat, even from the far side.
Geez, you can hear there are 3 other matches going on, 4 courts in operation in this tournament. Another fairly straightforward point for the Indonesians, who've just taken a vice-like grip on this match now.
Yeah, perhaps it's most telling that there's a little group of Indonesian fans here, and they've sort of relaxed a little bit. They're pretty certain that their favorites are going to make it.
9-16.
Well, that came back with interest, didn't it?
17-9.
Nice angle.
Service over.
It may well be too little, too late.
10-17.
Well, it's a long way back from here, but it's got to start somewhere, I guess, if there is to be an unlikely recovery from the Chinese pair.
Out. Service over. 18-11. Service over. 12-18. Service over.
So the Indonesians
19,
inexorable, apparently, march to the next round goes on, just a couple of points away here.
Yeah, it was pretty much decided in the first game when they got that.
So 8 match points.
Service over.
Well, that looks a great chance, so
13-20.
probably only delayed the inevitable, but sometimes the hardest hurdle to cross is the last one. Shouldn't be a problem. Well, that was very, very jerky and tentative.
20. Play. Play.
And that will do it. Pretty straightforward in the end in that second game. 21-19, 21-14. And it means that the number 4 seeds are out, beaten by Mohamed AHSAN and Hendra Setiawan of Indonesia. And it's the Indonesians who will go through into the second round.
Hendra Setiawan, 21-19, 21-14.
Well, 5 matches so far we've shown you, and we've got 5 more to come. And after you've seen a little montage and you rejoin us, it'll be Jill Clark alongside Steve Hudson.